today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins... And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off the play fake. Gannon. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First carry now for McFadden. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Gannon. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Gannon. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 1st and 10, Gannon. This is Reese on the ground. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on. Quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
First down, a run with McFadden. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run for it with McFadden. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll run with McFadden. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Oh, what a move. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's McNabb. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's McNabb. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now McNabb. Ertz has it left side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups. And
the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Curtis. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. The numbers for Jackson in last week's game: 3 catches, 79 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. McNabb. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Point after, right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing on first down. Gannon. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Off play action. Gannon. Throw left side complete. That's Porter. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, it's Jordan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, but here, McFadden. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run it. Here's McFadden. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Seven, our score after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to McFadden out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll give to McFadden. First down here as he's taken down at the 22.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a run with McFadden. And they'll get this down to the 10. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Gannon. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gannon finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
How about that, partner? A little razzle-dazzle. Fake field goal that turns into a pass and a touchdown. Fooled everyone, including us.
for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw, McNabb. And this is Ertz with it, right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
First down throw, McNabb. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play there for Philly.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. From the gun, here's McNabb. Toward the pylon, caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go with McCoy. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. a stacked defensive front, and to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Garner. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. On second down now, it's Jordan. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll run on 1st down. Jordan. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gannon. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll look to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Off the play fake. Gannon. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, McNabb. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. McNabb to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A beautiful fake. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Handoff comes to McFadden. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The final shot before break. Gannon, that's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. It's McNabb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. The open man is Westbrook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On 1st down, it's McNabb. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jackson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. This give is to McCoy. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming up.
They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. Flush. Up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's McCoy. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead here, trying to make amends for that loss last week against the Denver Broncos. They start this drive now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gannon, he finds his man, complete. It's Porter.
7 yards, the pickup there.
On 2nd down, McFadden. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Gannon.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, McFadden. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. To throw on 2nd down, Gannon.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raiders offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A big play there for the Raiders.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's McFadden. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gannon. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And he's on the heels of winning the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award. He had a pair of sacks in last week's game, Charles.
So much for adjusting, so much for game planning, right? You know that he had the 2 sacks last week. Why aren't you able to block him? Sometimes the superior athlete just wins.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. McFadden. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Garner. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie things at 17 all. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st and 10, McNabb. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Macklin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Looking to throw. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw. Gannon. That's caught by Waller out left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Hands it off out of the gun. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gannon. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
The Raiders on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Gannon. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got the hook up to Macklin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
A play fake. Now McNabb. Again, he's got that man Macklin. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
McNabb's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looked. And the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Second down, McNabb. Dancing to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down to move it closer. And he finds his tight end, Salek.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Here's McNabb. That's caught by Jackson.
7 yards, the pickup there.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Second down, here's an option right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll look to throw. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left. And this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
We knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
Connecting with Renfro.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Blunt. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. They'll go again to McCoy. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but